hearing that, you know, even with this recording, you can even try to slow this recording down on your computer, like do like half speed, and then you can kind of listen to it that way as well. As well. So I can't talk about Tamariata without talking about the castanets. Where you, instead of, it's similar to the bird, but you just kind of you move forward like this, and you come up with the music and with your partner. You're having a conversation with them. So that way, if you don't have castanets, I snap my fingers sometimes at people. It's the same thing. And that's really what the jingles are going back to representing, are those old seeds. They were the seeds of the earth. And the skin of the drum represents the dying god. So this represents, the goat is slain, and that represents the slain god, so that represented Dionysus. And even today in the Carnivale, you still have the wild man. You still have the men. They'll dress up in the goat skins. They'll dress up in it's very symbolic. They'll dress up in 7 goat skins, and they have the antlers or the horns, and they go through the streets, and like in Sardinia, they'll bleed. They have like the goat's blood and all this. And that represents the dying god for the year. And that those goat skins are still used to produce these drums. And you have every time you're beating the drum, you were beating the god, you were beating the goat, which represents the god, represents the vine. Because the vine is also the symbol, the grape. You're representing the sound of the earth, the earthquake. The whole frame of the drum is like the womb. You have the inner side of the drum making that sound. So it has these very like alchemical symbolism to the drum there, which makes it very, very spiritually potent when you're playing it that way. And then you have the Diana with the moon. You have the moon because when they were farming, they would go underneath the full moon, and they were planting underneath the moonlight that way. And that's what the drum is really remembering. It's remembering that agricultural, arboreal, tree, the animals, the winter comes, it all dies. We're remembering that through the drum that way. And especially with like the pizzica too. It's the same symbolism, just a little bit tweaked a little differently. Just a little different interpretation. With the pizzica, the pizzica was, the most famous was the Tarantissimo, where people